Welcome to Securely Flex. This video is for teachers, staff, and Flex administrators and reviews how to create a manual group. A group in Flex is a list or roster of students. Groups are necessary when creating advertised, optional, required, priority, and admin-required activities. They can also be used when you want to look at a group of students' activities all at once using the Student Search feature. To manually create a group, go to Students, Groups, and in the upper right-hand corner, select Add New Group. Here, I will name my group Geometry Q2 Intervention Group. I can add more in the description or simply copy and paste the title for the description. Depending on how you use the groups, giving a good description such as which quarter, period, or subject might be beneficial as the number of groups you create over the year increases. Next, I will set the access type, which determines who has access to the group. The three options are private, global, or shared. Private groups are just for your personal use. Global groups can be used by all adults and are great for grade-level groups or other school-wide lists of students. Shared groups are lists of students accessed only by the selected adults and Flex admins. Shared access is great for teams as all members can use and edit the list of students. At the bottom left, the active toggle will default to on for a new group. Groups can only be made inactive if the group is not linked to a future scheduled activity. On the right is where you manually select students for the group. There are a few options available, which include searching and adding students one by one, uploading students using a CSV file, or adding students from a pre-existing group. This video will focus on adding students individually and from a pre-existing group. We have a separate training video that walks through the details of adding students manually using a CSV file upload. To add students individually, click in the Add Student field and start to type the name of the student you want to add. You can search by first name, last name, email, or ID number. For example, when I entered Jack in my demo school, you'll see I have a number of results to select from. To add 25 names from a prepared list should take just a few minutes. Repeat this process as necessary. Another way to manually add students to a group is to pull them in from a pre-existing group. This can be done in conjunction with adding students individually or via a CSV file. To do this, click on From Group here in the Select Students section. When you click in the Select Group field, the list of groups that you have access to will appear. You can select from this list or begin to type the name of a group. Once you find the group that you want to add, click on this, and then click Apply. The system will add the students, but will not add or count students twice, if any have been previously added from another source. You can see the student count below the student list. If there are any students that you want to remove from the group list before adding or updating the group, you can click the X to the right of the student's name in the list. If there is a whole group of students that you'd like to remove from the list, you can go back to the Select Group field, find the group, and select Remove from List, then Apply. You'll see the students are removed from the list and the count changes. Once you have the correct list of students in the group, select Add to create or update the group. When a manual group is created using students from a pre-existing group, there is no permanent link or ongoing syncing between these groups. If the pre-existing group is updated, it will not automatically update the other group that previously pulled in the students from the pre-existing group. There is an option within Flex to create a group of groups that links and syncs groups. Please see our separate training resources to learn more about this feature. Back at the Groups screen in Flex, I'd like to point out that you can see the source and access type for any groups that you have access to. Remember, the source is where the list of students came from or how it was created, and the access type determines who can access and edit the group. There is a search box at the top of this screen and additional filters that can help you narrow down the list or find the group you're looking for. From the Actions column, you can preview, edit, and make a copy of your group. You cannot delete your group, but remember, you can make it inactive if it is no longer used with a scheduled activity. As we wrap up this video, we have a few tips to share. First, if you've created a manual group, it's important to remember that you need to maintain these groups if and when students need to be added and in some cases removed. On a side note, if a student leaves your school, they will be automatically removed from your group when they no longer have access to the system. The other tip we'd like to leave you with is that groups can be used to see what a list of students is scheduled for during your flex periods. This can be done by going to the Student Search menu, selecting Overview, selecting Search Groups, and entering the group name. The search results will show the past 10 days and future 10 days of activity registrations. Please check out our other training videos related to groups. These can be found in the Help section of Flex. If you have any questions, please contact your school's Flex support team. Thank you.